Hey traders, we're going to have a look at the markets. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, hey traders, apologize about my voice. I have just been back. I've just come back from a 4-day Anthony Robbins event. Truly incredible, truly amazing. I've discovered new belief systems about myself that's holding me back, new values that's holding me back. I'm now putting in new systems, new things that I want to take on, and a lot more about that. So if you're my private client, I'm going to be doing a support session talking a lot about what I learned over the 4-day event. So make sure you keep an eye out for that on Thursday night. For that, I'm going to be walking through that and walking through my dreams and my visions, what I'm preparing to do and what I'm doing moving forward. So please be, just to sort of put up with the voice here. So, but anyway, I'm excited. I want to keep going with this. I want to rock it out with my socks out. It was just, I can't, if any of you guys haven't been to an Unleash the Power Within, go, just go. All right. It's just, that's all I do. That's all I say. But don't just go, play full out, give it everything you've got. You will start to come away with a new level of standards, a new level of thinking, a new level of energy, a new level of awareness, a new level of conditioning, and a new level of associating pain and pleasure and all that sort of stuff. You will start to get a new level of understanding with all these different things as well too. So all I do say, guys, is that if you haven't been, just go. So anyway, guys, that's the reason why you guys haven't been getting market updates from me for the last few days. Is because and you've just been getting the education. Is because I was actually away and I aligned the system up to make sure that you guys continued getting education while I was still away. So I'm back now. My voice is almost there. Anyway, so let's actually rock out with our socks out with this market update. So, some of you guys, John, you sound like you're on crack. Trust me, I feel like I'm on crack coming back from that event. Playing full out to you. Changing my life one day at a time. All right, so let's actually go through and see what the market has actually done here on all the different indexes. So we've got the obviously market massive sell-off on Friday. Massive sell-off, or I wouldn't say a massive sell-off, but a nice 2 or so % on the downside. It just had a big move down. Is this the start of a big sell-off or not? That's yet to be seen. We do actually have a big nice trend line through here, so we'll have a look at that moving forward. But looking at this market now, guys, and looking at what I'm seeing here on the Dow Jones, remember, you always want to follow the peaks and troughs. All right, you always want to follow the peaks and troughs of the market. So let's have a look at this here. You got this peak here. You got this peak here. You got this trough here. You had this trough here. What is this? This is a lower peak, right? So who is in control without any bullshit, without any fillers, without any fluff? Who is in control of this market right now? Sellers. Why? Because now we've just created a lower trough, and this was a trough. Now this is going to create another lower trough. This is a lower peak. Right now in this very short term, let me see if I can go blue or green. Let's make that a bit smaller. Right now in this very short term phase where we are right now, if we look at who is in control right now, this market, the sellers are in control. That's who has the dominance. Sellers are in control, and and there's nothing you can say about that. And you bulls, and I've been saying this for a while, you bulls are in trouble in this market, and I believe this is a false breakout. So there, that's basically what I see with the Dow Jones and what we can see through there. So sellers are in control right now. Again, that could change because you've got to bend and mold and flex with the markets, but without any bullshit of telling you what's going on and stuff like that, and looking at indicators and stuff like that, you can see the indicators come down. We have a big selling volume, and it did make a lower peak. In fact, if you actually go and have a look at the line chart, you can actually see, if I squeeze this line chart, you can actually see what's happened here, right? This line chart came back down, broke past this support level here, and it even closed below the highs of last year. This is a very, 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 very weak sign, and I believe we have just now confirmed a false breakout, and it's down from here. Now, I don't know whether it's going to go straight down like that. Something big's going to come out in the market. It's going to send the VIX up to 50. It may or may not. But looking at this here, guys, we have just confirmed a false breakout, especially on the daily chart. Because there's nothing more on this chart that says that this is a false breakout. We are going down from here. Massive downside for the rest of the year is coming in our markets. Now, I don't mean just straight down. It could step down. We could have some big selling, then we could have a couple of weeks rally to the high side, and then a big bang down, right? But we are now getting prepared for some massive downside on the markets, because we had last Friday was the confirmation of a false breakout. So let's actually go here. Let's actually go and have a look at the rest of the markets. Let's go to say the 3-month view. Again, look at the short-term view. Let's go have a look at the S&P, and Shazam, the markets will appear. I mean, is my data going to appear? Oh, there we go. Big selling day again. Pretty much nothing. Again, a calm before the storm. The markets break down. The markets had a pretty big sell-off again, even on the S&P, which is pretty standard across the board. And you can see that by looking at this here, you can see what's going on here. Let's actually go have a look at that line chart just quickly. Let's go have a look at that line chart. Let me show you what I see here. Now, this line chart, you can see here that it just had this big selling move down. This S&P has come down to a level of support, but the Dow Jones is the leader. All right, and if you've seen my other videos, the Dow Jones is the leader. Since the S&P has had pushed much higher, it's come down to support. I don't believe. I'm not following what the S&P is doing. I'm following what the Dow Jones is doing. The Dow Jones is showing you what's going on. And if the Dow Jones has now confirmed a false breakout, but the S&P hasn't, to me, that is evidence that the S&P is likely to be pushed down even further with it as well too. This right now, guys, has confirmed for me a false breakout, and we're now likely to see a lot more downside coming in the market. Let's go have a look at the other markets here, such as the Russell. What happened with the Russell? The Russell was coming down through here, and guys, I told you guys, about a week ago that something big's going to come out of the market soon, and we're going to get a big sell-off soon. And even the Nasdaq here as well too, nice big sell-off as well too. Now, guys, if you guys remember, I was saying to you guys that we've had this extended move to the high side. We're due for a pullback anyway. Is this the start of a crash? Well, the Nasdaq made just a new high through here, and then we've had this sell-off. So really interesting times. Let's have a look at the line chart on the Russell and the Nasdaq here to see if I can notice anything. So as you can see, Nasdaq ran up and then a big sell-off. So what is that? If you look at that there, what is that now? That is, and especially this through here and this through here, this is now a confirmed false breakout. It made a new high. It made a new high into a new high compared to last year's high. So if I just draw this here, you can see this high here and this high here. If I draw a trend line going across, you can see that it basically made a new high, then came back down. A false breakout. We're now expecting this sort of action. A false breakout has just happened, guys. It's down from here. And you guys that are so damn friggin' bullish all through here, I was saying that if this is a false breakout, I would not be long. And the thing is, I was watching, I was looking at the commitment of traders, and the commitment of traders was everything was bullish here. And it's like, there's so many people bullish here, and so many people bearish on the VIX. That's why I was bullish on the VIX, as you guys know, right? I'll get to the VIX in a minute. But looking at this false breakout here, guys, to me, it's a lot more downside to come by looking at this market through here. So let's actually move on now, and let me show you what I see on the weekly chart now. Now the weekly chart for me is indeed telling me obviously an overall big story. We still have to get it. We still have to get away from obviously this area. But I think where we confirmed on this weekly chart is a false breakout. Why? Because this was the ultimate high up here on the weekly chart, and so because that was the week that was the ultimate high, it bounced off there. Now it's closed there. We're now likely to run back up and now start to get some serious movement moving into the rest of September and in October. I told you guys that I believe there's going to be start to have some significant selling in the market, and it happened on Friday. Massive selling came into the market on Friday when I was at the Anthony Robbins event. So a double yeehaw for me. 1 at the Anthony Robbins event and 2 on the VIX. But guys, it's just all about reading the charts, right? It's all about reading the charts. You can see what's happening here. Now, there is a chance that the market could bounce off here, but I don't think that. Seeing what's happening in this market right now, it's starting to show us what's going on. And we just need to be on the right side of the market. If you guys are bullish on this market right now, if you guys are going to think this market's going to go up, don't kid yourself. Don't fool yourself. Read what the market is telling you, especially on the daily chart. Sellers are in control. S&P's right at this support level here. I believe that we're likely to start seeing a lot more drag down with that. The Russell is obviously the weekly Russell. So a lot more selling in the Russell I would expect to see, and especially a lot more selling in the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, to me, I believe is going to get hit the hardest out of all of them. Now, let's actually go and have a look at the. Let me go have a look at the VIX here for a minute. So for you guys that obviously, are obviously in the VIX, you guys are calling me absolutely nuts with the VIX. John, you don't understand the VIX, the VIX, the VIX, the VIX. John, you don't understand. John, you don't understand. John, you don't understand. Big major corporations are selling the VIX, the big hedge funds traders, and they're manipulating the VIX, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. That's all I heard from you guys. And I kept saying to you guys for the last couple of weeks, we're going to get a pretty significant spike in the VIX soon. If you haven't got any positions in the VIX to do that, then that's what happened. On this spike here, my VIX went up around about 25% just on Friday. Now, if you have a couple of $100,000 on that, that's a good day for you, right? Ooh, I'm knocking my bottle over here. So it's a good day for you, right? But that's what I'm just saying there, guys, right? Don't listen to the damn friggin' media. The media is out there, guys, and they lead you down the wrong path. Don't read friggin' blog posts. Don't read friggin' media. Stop listening to friggin' YouTube videos because they're leading you down the wrong path. And they don't give a damn shit about you. All they care about is views. All they care about is subscribership. They don't give a damn friggin' ass about you at all. And that's where I come in, guys, as a real person that gives a damn about your success. Stop reading the media and stop reading this damn friggin' blog post and see the facts for what it really is. Stop being a follower and start being a leader. Because I've been saying for the last couple of weeks that we're getting ready for a spike in the VIX, and I've been long and I've been saying it. And you can see I even did a box back here about. What's that about? Basically about a couple of months ago saying I'm long the VIX, and then I went long again, and then I've been long ever since. Then we got a good spike, and guess what? Make money, right? It's actually not that difficult. What is the difficult thing is we got to get away from our friggin' heads and stop listening to this bullshit out there, because all of these beliefs and feelings and shit that we just listen to from the media, from these podcasts, from these videos out there. Now, no doubt some of them are good, but guys, don't you understand? That's how they make their money. That's how they make their money. And so, guys, I really, really, really want to help you guys out. I really want to support you. That's why I do these videos here. Okay? I really want to help you. I really want to support you. But if you're not listening to these videos, then and not going with them, then you're doing yourself a dissatisfaction. If you're listening to things like X22 report, now no doubt what he's saying is true. But guys, you can't move forward by holding yourself in a negative ground. If you're in a negative territory, and if you're in it right now, if you're thinking everything is shit and it's all gonna fall apart, you're not going to make the best decisions. Now, you can recognize that and make the best decisions and move forward. But guys, stop, please stop listening to this media. I had so many people saying I was wrong, saying the market was going to come down. I had so many people saying, they sent me emails and videos and all this type of stuff saying, John, you don't understand, the big hedge fund traders, they're manipulating the VIX that's coming down and stuff like that. And I just said, guys, the VIX is a no-brainer. The VIX is a no-brainer. And I just kept doing that and doing that and doing that because I knew eventually we would get a decent spike out of the VIX, and it has, and I've made some good money out of it. Now, I'm not here to brag or impress upon you. Yes, obviously, I've made really good money out of the VIX on Friday, and I think it may even have some more upside. We'll see. I haven't gotten out yet, but we'll see what's going on. Now, for my private clients, I recommend you guys just getting out and not getting too greedy. But I'm happy where I am right now with this. But guys, please, I do these videos and I try to show you the truth of what the market is all about, not this total bullshit which you hear out there. And guys, remember, a lot of people out there are gonna push a lot of their agendas and belief systems down your throat because they want to get you in a fearful state. Because if you're fear, you'll do, and one thing I learned from Tony Robbins is that people do more to avoid pain than they will to gain pleasure. So fear is a best marketing strategy. I could make so much more money from a coaching program if I do a fear-based marketing than a pleasure-based marketing. Do you guys understand that? That's the reason why, there's these massive corporations out there, or there's these subscriberships out there that most of their messages is based on fear. Yes, there's a lot of fear out there, but we can step up and have an empowering belief to say, yes, we can take charge of our life and we can really prosper and really maximize our financial capability to really push it within what's happening right now. See, a lot of people thinking, shit, everything's going to fall apart, it's doom and gloom, it's going to be the worst thing in the world. I'm not. I'm saying this is one of the best trading opportunities on the planet, especially with the VIX, and I've been saying it all along. All right, guys. So anyway, I've been rambling on. I've been rambling on about this. I hope you guys see what I'm seeing here. Guys, it's just for me, guys. It's just being complete honesty. See things as they are, but not worse they are, and create a compelling vision for moving forward. And stop listening to that bullshit people out there, because all these belief systems in your mind, and you take all those belief systems, you listen to all these people, you read all those newsletters, and you have all that bullshit in your mind, and then you start to look for evidence. You start to look for evidence of what you're trying to see on the charts. Make sense? Oh, they're going to keep manipulating this up. The government's going to keep manipulating this stock market higher and higher and higher. And I've been saying I don't think so. I think there's going to be a day where the market's going to come down. And bam, the Dow was down. The Dow was down 3 or 4%. What's that? 3% or something like that on Friday. And I think there's a lot more selling power, a lot more selling movement in there. See things as they are. Be truthful. Look at the charts, and that's why I teach you guys. The only thing when you're trading, the only truthful thing in this market is the chart itself. And if you're not going to focus on the chart itself, nothing else matters. Because the chart is a representation, and it's a formation, and it builds these patterns and these levels based on humans, and even based on the machines. And they build massive patterns and they show you what's going on. Please look at the charts. And that's why you saw me, right? When I first started doing this market update, I started talking about moving forward by looking at the highs and lows, the peaks and troughs, looking at where's the buyers, where's the sellers. Right now, we know right now in this market from Friday's massive sell-off. Now, what do we have? We have massive sellers in place, and I believe massive sellers in place and a false breakout to the high side, guys. There's significant more selling, massive more selling is going to come for the rest of this year, leading into September, into October, especially into the election time as well too. Things are really going to heat it up. So this is my warning. If you are bullish in this market, get the hell out of there. If you don't want to be short this market, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you not to be long. That's what I'm telling you not to do. Right? And if I am wrong, I would rather have kept you safe than missing out on a small percent on the upside if I am wrong. Makes sense? I'm all about protecting you and helping you here, guys. All right? So anyway, guys, one final note. If you seriously want to change the way you trade these markets, then you need to be able to change. You need to be able to see the chart for what it truly is telling you, without any belief systems or fillers or crap. And that's how a true trader moves forward. They see the system, they see the charts and the economy and all that sort of stuff for what it truly is, and especially the charts. And if you're a trader like me, the only thing I can go on, which is the only truth, which is the charts, are 90% charts, and then 10% I look at the indicators to see if things getting oversold and so on and so forth. Makes sense? So massive selling in the markets, massive spike in the VIX, and guys, there's a lot more to come. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.
I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.